Hello and good morning or afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Evening, perhaps, even. Let me know if my audio is fucked or not. I did not do a test recording per usual. Well, I did one last stream, but definitely did not do one this stream. Living on the edge. Okay, so let's look at this background. Because I want to get it in a state, this stream, where I can actually upload it. This is for our Datasuna, who has been incredibly patient with Gumi and very understanding. Hello, Sheik, the ever reliable Sheik. How are you? This looks curved. Oh, excuse me. Gumi is very sleepy today. Did not get a ton of sleep last night. I'm sorry to hear you're still sick. I hope that clears up soon. Being sick just fucking sucks. Have you had to put a lot on pause because of it, or are you able to go about your normal life? Excuse me. But yeah, I'm okay. Just sleepy. However, there's a bunch of fun stuff in the works within THJ that I have been getting to work on, and it's keeping me engaged, so that has been really nice. I'm very glad to hear that it's basically normal, Sheik. That's good. Still not ideal, of course, but yeah. So I went to bed at a very reasonable time. At I think about 10 my time. And I got out of bed at about 10. I was in bed for 12 hours. And I got around 5 hours of sleep. And I started some new peptides that I will not go into on stream because I don't feel like it. But it's fucking with my sleep. So, but hopefully it should be worth it. We'll see. Just, God, was not expecting this shit to fuck with me so much. But at the same time, I'm sure it's the sort of thing where my body will get adjusted to it over time. And that I will not be dealing with it for much longer. Let me lock this layer. I wish I could be experiencing lack of sleep for fun reasons, but unfortunately, it's just boring stuff. Oh, excuse me. Good. Yeah, Gumi kind of taking a slight step back from, what's a good way to put it, from horror activities for a little bit, because I don't know, that shit goes in cycles for me. It's good to take a break sometimes, you know, because that's what keeps it special. So I'm sure in the latter part of the year, Gumi will be back to having some extravagant tales as to why she couldn't get any fucking sleep. Hello, Bear Straw. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're doing well today or tonight. How are you? But also, that isn't to say that Gumi is just taking a break from fun entirely. There's some things brewing that I will be sharing with the Mabera community, hopefully at some point this week. There's always so much to do. It never ends. But at the same time, I'm just haunted by the feeling that I'm not doing enough. Very easy thing for Gumi to feel. Yeah, I'm sorry to make you suffer through listening to my yawning, Barastraw. Hopefully for tomorrow's stream I will not be this fucking tired, but we shall see. I'm nursing an energy drink. I think this is my second energy drink today. It's fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. Got a lot of day ahead of me. But we shall see. If anyone has any good tips on how to be lucid after less than ideal sleep, let me know, because I have a feeling I'm going to need that sort of advice more often than not in the coming weeks. Oh, excuse me. God, another one. I need to get like a yawn counter displayed or some shit. So, good question, Barastraw, because I think I do kind of miss streaming on X. However, whenever I would stream on X, it was ruggy as fuck. Like, there were some streams that were good. There were some streams that were very stable. But more often than not, chat was just filled with, oh, Gumi, you're lagging, or there's a bunch of drop frames or some shit. And we have not really had those problems here on YouTube. And by doing this on the THJ YouTube account, I can actually make this account kind of active. Since this, other than the GitHub org, is it's the one of the primary channels for communication directly from THJ and not just Gumi. I am thinking of at some point starting like a separate series of streams on X that are probably like a bit more wild than what we do here. Probably do guests and shit, but I don't know. The possibilities are endless. YouTube is indeed stable as fuck, and we don't have nearly as much of an audience here, but it's the sort of thing where it's so much less of a pain to use, which sucks because like streaming on X really is like it feels like it would be fucking fantastic if it would work well. It feels like that would really be an unlock. Just unfortunately, that's not where X is as a platform, and I don't have enough confidence in the state of things there for that to actually ever be the case. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you're probably right, Sheik. Probably should give it a whirl every so often. Do some just surprise streams with no context or some shit just to test things out. Okay, let's work on the foreground part a little. Tracing this because I do not trust myself to actually capture the proportions of this correctly, nor do I trust myself to actually correctly freehand the symbols here. It's going to be a really rough rendering, honestly, but I think that will fit the style we have been establishing here. We shall see. Oops. Oh, crap. Y'all did not see any of that. I am so not used to iPad OS yet. Mostly because I'm still just only drawing on stream, since I'm still technically banned from drawing off of stream. Ooh, good question, Sheik. I remember them pretty often. I think I dream a lot. Not just literally every day, but I tend to remember the vibes a lot. A lot of dreams about work. Yeah. More just about a lack of confidence about like freehanding some of the more complicated symbols here. Like, I love doing, free-handed art, obviously, but when it comes to rendering specific symbols that are complicated, I would rather bow down to the method, which will give accuracy. Well, that means a lot to read, Barristraw. Thank you. I'm glad that Gumi is at least somewhat entertaining. Admittedly, I've not actually watched too many drawing streams in general myself. I need to start looking into other people's content to get more ideas. Would be fun. What are your dreams usually about, Sheik? The ones that you remember, at least. It's kind of funny reflecting on like the dreams I do remember. It literally is just mostly work-related stuff. Is that good or bad? And they're all typically good dreams too. I just really love Mabera. I love my job. Love doing shit. I know I haven't just perfectly gotten all the shadows that this carving is casting, but I want to see how this looks at its current stage. If I actually take the time to render it out. Okay, it's not complete, but I think this is somewhat of a base we can work with. Probably gonna go in and make it a bit more defined before I go into full smudgy rendering mode, but we're making progress. Good, good, good. This is very much a trust the process part of the drawing, and I know y'all have heard me bitch about that a lot. Probably just because so often I have to just tell myself to trust the process, because I am a very critical artist when it comes to the shit that I work on myself. So I think that goes for all artists, really. It's kind of their thing. Yeah, writing down dreams is a very good method. I used to do that a lot. I just kept a little dream journal in my phone's notes app. But it's also the sort of thing that can be difficult to like remember to do before you roll out of bed in the morning. You don't want it to turn into a chore. But if there's something truly memorable, then you will take the time to write it. Excuse me one moment. I need a sip of my drink. All right. Yeah, let's define this shit a little more. And then we are gonna go in on rendering. I'm excited for tomorrow's stream, mostly because, like, obviously I love drawing Mabera. Mabera is my life and everything, but got some art to work on that is in an entirely different style and subject matter. Though, to be completely fair, it's not entirely different than what I'm currently drawing, as I need to draw some fucking rocks, and the thing I am drawing now is a stone structure. Good question, Sheik. I think my favorite is just the every energy drink that Alani Nu puts out. I don't know if they have those where you are. It's spelled ALANI, and then a space, and then NU. Those are my favorite drinks. They're very low calorie and then very high in caffeine. It's like 200 milligrams per bottle. And the flavors are always quite nice. Typically like fruitier flavors, but very good drinks. They're one of those brands though that they'll have a flavor that's called Cosmic Stardust, and it's like, what the fuck is Cosmic Stardust supposed to taste like? And then you crack open the bottle and it's just like, oh shit, this is really good. I don't know what the fuck it tastes like, but fuck yeah, it's some flavor of fruit. I feel like that would be a flavor of energy drink that Mabero would put out if Mabero ever did. Yep, that's the one Sheik Alani Nu. Coincidentally, they also make my favorite protein shakes. I'm very much huge into Alani. They do protein bars as well, but I haven't had those yet. I have had their pre-workout. It's very potent. I do not use pre-workout too much these days anymore. Made me all fucking itchy. I don't know how people do pre-workout, but more power to those who can, because that is simply too much for gumi. Lana, whenever you watch this, I apologize that I haven't yet done the Cub Quests tutorial walkthrough thing. I have not forgotten about that. I should actually do that this week, especially now that I'm feeling better. I don't really have any excuse. Yeah, I wonder if Alani is just mostly like a US thing. I haven't tried the gummies. I didn't know about those. Wow. You've introduced me to something new. I do eat plenty of gummies daily, like on the vitamin and creatine front, because of course. My partner, who I live with, is very aware of my exploits as gumi, and often, like when we have gummies together, we'll remark about how she gets to have gummies with gumi and how awesome that is. Let me see how that's looking. Okay, it looks like shit right now, but it will look better as we continue to render, hopefully. I haven't talked about the rave yet, have I? The rave I went to on Saturday I got my fucking drugs and my gummies confiscated. It was the first time that's ever happened to me at that venue. I've been to so many raves at that venue before, but they really beefed up security. I was so pissed. Like, you know, they did the thing where they have like the person who gives you the pat down, and then someone who you give your bag to, and they look through it. Fucking the person who gave me the pat down, like, Jesus Christ, that is the most TSA like intense sort of pat down I've ever fucking gotten for a stupid fucking rave. And then which, okay, fine, like, yay for safety and security. I guess those are things that fucking matter in a big city and all that shit. I should not be upset about it, just fuck. And the person who went through my bag, which is, I'm still religiously using the Janny pack that Baby Vera gave me. Baby Vera is wonderful for supplying not only the music for this stream, but we're also supplying the bag that Gumi uses on the daily. But yeah, she raided my Janny pack. She opened my wallet. I keep my drugs in my wallet because I trust that people aren't just gonna open my wallet. But no, she opened my fucking wallet in front of me and dumped out the contents, like my ID, my fucking cards, some cash, earplugs, everything just spilled onto like this little table they had set out along with my drugs. And she's like, "Oh, you're not allowed to have these." I'm like, fine, just take it. I was upset. I need to find some better hiding places, but God, with how intense that fucking pat down was, I doubt shoving drugs up my ass would even be safe anymore. Anyways. It was a very sober, but a very good rave still. I have not yet gotten over the fact that this woman went through my fucking wallet. Like, that is some next level security. Maybe y'all have experienced worse. Just been going to raves for a good bit now, and that is the first time that has ever fucking happened to me. It's mostly just not any hard drugs, just a few different ways to consume THCP, which for some reason my body just likes a lot more than regular THC. Doesn't make me anxious. Some other stuff too that I will not list, but nothing just super out there. One thing that did piss me off though is, like, you know, I went with some people and their shit did not get confiscated because it was in vape form. Turns out you're allowed to just have vapes, but you can't have gummies or other consumables. Which on some level also bothers me because, like, what if you have someone who's diabetic there who in the rave and they get hypoglycemic and they need like a piece of candy or something, and then but they had their candy confiscated at the front. They'd be kind of fucked. And it's not like they have vendors at that rave that would, you know, supply that sort of shit. I don't know. I need to stop yapping about this. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, it seems like their point of view is just that if it's something that's consumable, you can't have it. If it's a vape or something, that's fine, but if it is consumable, no sir, you cannot. Yeah, the rest is very good. It was a nice rave. Nothing just super remarkable happened, but I saw a lot of pretty ladies and I did a lot of fucking dancing. And my legs were very sore from all the dancing. So I was happy. I got home at like 4:30 a.m. ish and went to bed like an hour later after I gorged on some food because all that shit worked up a massive appetite. And I was fucking spinning the Pokestop at that rave venue the whole time, by the way, Sheik. Because I have become a slight addict the past week to stupid fucking Pokemon Go. How cringe would it be if I tweeted out my trainer code? I was actually going to the other day and then someone on Instagram called me a grandpa for playing it. So now I'm like, great. Now I gotta worry about coming off as a fucking grandpa. But at the same time, I don't mind that too much. Grandpas are great. At least I assume. I wouldn't know. Gumi has never interacted with any grandpa in the family. Zoni, one of my favorite people. Hello. How's it going? I'm glad you think so, Baristraw. Thank you. I'm glad it all works well together. I was really nervous ages ago before voice doxing myself, but I'm glad it's all worked out fine. Day drinking is fun. I hope you enjoy. I'm sorry that life is rough, though. I feel like we're all just kind of being hit with some sort of cosmic nuke right now. It's fucking wonderful. Hopefully things improve for everyone soon. I wish us all wealth and good health and lots of free time to just do and create whatever the fuck we want. But yeah, I'm doing well. Can't complain too much. Might go to the movies later. We'll see. Got a lot of work to do. But that's kind of par for the course. Okay, I think we're at a point now where Gumi can start dropping some fucking highlights. As I've mentioned on a previous stream, I think I always really enjoy when I get to the point where I can put highlights on a piece, especially when it comes to Mabera art, because holy fuck, it's always so satisfying and it makes it all kind of start coming together. Does anyone have any plans for today? I'm sorry to hear about that, Zoe. I hope you enjoy it on your own, though. That's the movie I'm planning on going to see today. Don't have a friend group for raves. My partner joins me at every one. Might work on a friend group, but I generally just like try to just meet people there and then just leave that connection there. I'm very much into the whole like forming spontaneous connections and letting them only exist in that moment, in that context. And then if I run into them at a different rave or something, which has happened a few times now, it's a nice reunion, but they're no one that I actually let into my life, you know? It's just all about context. And I don't see myself changing that in the future, just because I don't really have too much capacity for a lot of the social life right now. But yeah, I try to connect with who I can. That being said, I have started, not started, this happened a few months ago. I reconnected with a couple of people from high school, and we've all been meeting up once a month for dinner club, as we've been calling it. We all make a dish and eat together, and it's quite nice. And we don't really talk outside of those once a month meetings. And I kind of like that because, I don't know. It's what I have the capacity for, you know? Adult friendships have been very interesting to actually start to properly navigate. I'm hoping I can find the capacity to handle more soon. Like, for one, like, poor Zoni, who I have been neglecting for fucking months. Like, she is one of my closest online friends, but I've just not talked properly to her in ages, because I don't know how to work-life social balance, even with online friendships. Gumi trying, though. And that is why I appreciate Zoni popping in these moments, because it's like, oh, hey, for a little while I can talk directly to you. While also still getting work done, because this is technically my job right now, or at least part of my job. Just as I will always be around for you, Zoni, even if I am silent as fuck. Yeah, I am too. It feels like I wasn't just doing tons of anything for a while. Did you know that it's actually quite healthy to get out of the house, to actually socialize with people, and put yourself out there? Pretty fucking strange. There are some drawbacks. For instance, the cat calling. That happens a lot more the past year, and it's very frustrating, but I have gotten better at coming up with insults or things to say back on the fly as I've become more, I don't want to say comfortable, just more used to that shit happening. I know, right? Very wild concept. Just fucking insane. Humans are social animals. And it is difficult to remember that sometimes. I don't know why I'm throwing down pink highlights here. It just felt kind of right. Do a little bit of lime color too. Now let's go darker on that green. Okay, let's see how... Okay. It doesn't look like total shit, but it could use some work. I think it would be helpful if I actually gave this at least somewhat of a shadow. Okay, chaos mode for a moment. Let's merge these. And then play around with the sizing some. Because this feels like it could be better. Thank you, Zoni. I'm glad you think so. It has been a work in progress for a bit now, but it's a background that a Datasuna wanted back in January. Oh god, he sent me the prompt back in fucking January. I have no idea about what you're talking about right now, Baristraw, but it's not a THJ thing. Are you talking about Matetti? Because that's not a THJ thing. That was a community thing that someone did that was not affiliated directly with THJ or Mabera or Steady Teddy. The one where you have to burn both the Mabera and a Teddy to mint. Is that what you're talking about, Baristraw? Sorry if I'm getting it incorrect. Yeah, that's not us. Just, I don't know how much I should talk about that because I am not chill with how some of that ended up. But I don't want to say anything I need to take back on the record, so I will leave it at that. And I should note that anything I say here is not, even though I am streaming from the THJ account, what Gumi says should not be pinned as THJ opinion or perspective. When Gumi streams, it is purely just Gumi. Don't y'all love how fucking paranoid I am? Don't y'all fucking love it? It's just fantastic. Lana, you're not allowed to clip that. Yeah, like, I liked a lot of the art. I'm not going to talk too much about the art, actually. Art's subjective, because some of it was good. Just... yeah. There are some things Gumi would say if Gumi was not on the THJ account right now. Yeah, I know, right, Sheik? It's gonna be fantastic. And, like, I will never dunk on art that I feel like is bad stylistically, because style, you know, is very subjective. But I don't find myself ever being too much of a fan of art that feels like it lacks soul. And I think it's difficult to tell when art does and does not have soul in it in some ways. But sometimes you can just kind of tell. I'm gonna shut up now about this topic before I sound too fucking mentally ill. I do not know what the Bet on Bangers feature is on Farcaster Chic. I have not spent nearly as much time on Farcaster as I probably should. I need to check that out. Hello, Gelds. I don't think I've seen you before. How are y'all surviving Bara death? Death is always an assumed conclusion from the beginning, at least for me. When someone is born, you know that someday they will die simply because that is part of life. Gumi is surviving purely just by leaning into creating. Being in an eco that is down on its luck, being in a bear within the bear, is always a good time to build. And that can be difficult to do sometimes, especially if you're not, you know, getting liquidity needed to, like, literally fucking survive. But at the same time, if there's a will, there's a way. And right now, Gumi is just having a lot of fun building. And there's still like a thriving community here around Mabera, around THJ. And we don't want to, just abandon anyone. We want to keep making things. Yeah, it really is such a steep sacrifice in that case to Barastra. Like, especially at the time, I feel like, floor price for both Mabera and Teddy were, not just super fucking cheap. Though I will say, I to their credit, I do not think that they literally burned those NFTs. They still have them and can use them. So at least it's not the sort of thing where, they were just sent to the dead address. These NFTs are still workable. I always want to operate with good faith, though. Maybe to a detriment. Maybe they'll turn things around. Maybe it will have been worth it someday. We can only hope, at least. Building comes in ebbs and flows, but Gumi is very certain. I am 100% certain that I am going to be working on Mabera or Mabera adjacent things for the rest of my life. I'm very committed to this art. Janny really, yeah, I've never worked with anyone who has actually inspired me this much. And no matter how things turn up, I'm gonna keep going with this for as long as I fucking can. I have never been this inspired in my life by anything that I've worked on, and I always, in some way, want to work on Mabera. Yeah, I don't know what opinion I should have about the Teddy's bridge, because I feel like I don't know enough about, why they're doing it, I guess. Like, what plans they have on ETH, I should say. I get why they want to move off of Verichain, but I appreciate that the bridge is two-way. It's cool that, I at least feel like it's cool that it introduces a lot of new possibility. Maybe it will help get people's, like, more mainnet ETH attention to Bera. It's definitely kind of a bittersweet thing, though, from the perspective of, like, things in Bera are to the point where the biggest collection is literally bridging off. Very curious to see how it all goes. Because at the end of the day, I do not think that projects, anything like that, projects, art, even if, things were born on Barachain, we should not be obligated to stick here. We should be able to go where we want in order to better serve our community. Because at the end of the day, it goes back to y'all. And yet, like, people should be able to go where the money is in order to deliver better value to their holders. And I would hope that's not just too controversial of a thing to say. But yeah, no, I definitely get why it's sad and a bit bittersweet. Especially since I remember like the vibe around Bera used to be just so intoxicatingly good. Everyone was so fucking hopeful. And hello, existential Messier 83. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Testnet era was fun. Gumi had not really heard anything about Bera at all. At the beginning of like 2023, and then mid 2023 got thoroughly sucked into the fucking cult and just have not really left since. And I haven't been doing shit in crypto for super long. I've been full-time Web3 since 2021. And Bera is definitely the part of Web3 that I have stuck around on the most. There are a lot of nice people here. There are a lot of assholes here as well. But I think that will always kind of be the case. Can't have one without the other. Duality balance type shit. Fuck yes. I've been thinking about what exactly should be done with Palladium Effers. I vibe coded a few things. I've thrown a lot of shit at the wall because I haven't given up there either. Just so much work to do on the Mabera end. Love Palladium Effers though. Y'all are a bunch of fun. I should give some away soon. I'm sitting on a stack. That'd be fun. Can Gumi talk candidly about how I wish that I had not burned those Palladium Effers that Charlotte Fang told me to burn? I do not think that was a good move. Considered doing stuff to address that side of things. But yeah, let's move Palladium Evers to Cardano. Let's get him on every chain, honestly, because fuck it. Bridge Palladium Effers to Bera, and it gets turned into a Mabera Meffer. And I drew Palladium Effers with the same brushes that I am now drawing Mabera with. Some lore there. Fun how that works. Gumi does eat honey. Gumi actually has a little pot of honey on her desk right in front of her. It's raw lavender honey. I don't eat it just tons, but I like to drizzle it on things that make sense to drizzle honey on. I used to drink tea with hella honey in it. But, yeah, no, I'm a total THJ stereotype. I fucking love honey. You know, I ordered some fucking mad honey months ago. I just realized I haven't gotten it yet. That was like $100. I have not tried mad honey yet, and I really want to. It's like one of the few Mabera type drugs I haven't gotten to try yet. Well, we'll just have to do something about Elon Musk in that case then. I'm sure that Gumi is not the only one who loves fucking honey. I really love honey on fucking pizza, especially. Not too much of it, just a tiny bit. Just add a slight bit of sweetness to counteract all the savory and saltiness. It's quite good. Okay, I think I'm going to have to call it quits here soon. But gotta say, I've had a very fun time on stream. I don't think this is quite done. I think we may need one more stream to really pull this together, but I feel like the end is in sight. I'm gonna have to play around with the foreground composition a bit because something is not sitting right with me. But we'll figure it out. We always figure it out. Yeah. I feel like there are more people here than usual today. Oh, I did not have breakfast today. Have not eaten yet today. Oh wait, no, that's a lie. I had a protein shake like an hour before stream. But that wasn't really too much. I'll let y'all know in chat what I end up eating later. But yeah, okay, Gumi is going to sign off now. I love you all. Thank you, Sheik, Zoni, Existential, Gelds, Barastraw. Lots of lovely people here today. And I appreciate every single one of you. Sorry if I missed anyone. Thank you for being here, even though Bara dead as fuck. We got this shit. We're gonna make some cool shit. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It'll be great. Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Thank you for joining. Have a good day, have a good night, or afternoon.